I go. And if you get bored, you've got your scratching post right there. And also, don't forget, Kitty, your 2-level cat condo. I'm keeping Jason Deli napkins in it right now. I hope you don't mind. I'm using it as an end table. But you still have the bottom floor that's just completely clear. Alright? And then, if you get really bored, the whale shark tunnel. This whole thing's fun. Right here. Little fins and everything. Just gonna climb right in there. Alright? Alright, kitty. You enjoy your day, okay? Don't move around too much. Get plenty of sleep. You do like 20 hours of napping. All right, kitty. We love you. We really do. Okay, you don't have to bite. But I understand it. I understand why you would want to. After all, we adopted you into our life, whether you liked it or not. And you are now our pet, and it'll stay that way for as long as we want it to be. We also took you to a veterinarian and had you neutered. And we didn't ask you about it, but we did not want you peeing on the walls. We do love you, kitty, and we do respect you and have fun for the day. But I understand why you want to bite. All right, kitty? Okay. You have a good day. Love you. All right, we're at 65 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about 207,057 miles on that odometer. It's January 28th of 2024, and we are headed out to the day for delivery. And welcome to the Please Subscribe Show. Hello, I'm Cole. I'm the host of the Please Subscribe Show, and I'm going to put you down on a Dutch angle right here. It's more relaxing for my elbow because I'm holding the phone myself. See? All right. Actors. So, Golden Globes have passed. January 23rd was announced, who it was nominated. So much time has passed, about 5 days, and I've just been super busy. So, I have not watched any of the movies. The Holdovers looks pretty good. That's Paul Giamatti. And I'm going to talk about the 5 that were nominated. Now, this is for the Oscar. This is not for the Golden Globe. The Oscars will be a little later, and we'll talk about the dates on those and everything, and when the Oscars are going to be held, and a little later. But right now, I'm just talking about who was nominated for the Academy Awards of Motion Picture and Science and Motion Pictures, something like that. I don't know a lot about the Academy Awards. And I'll have to look at a few things. I just kind of woke up. The Golden Globes was the American Press or something like that. And usually the Golden Globe winner of the Best Actor is, in many cases, is also the Academy Award winner, which that would be Cillian Murphy. And I have not seen Oppenheimer. It looks amazing. The music, the cinematography looks just awesome. The performance, personally, it looks like, when I'm watching it, it looks like Cillian Murphy is going to pass out in some of the performance. To me, it's like, it looks like this guy's about to pass out. So it's a good chance that Cillian Murphy, if that's how you pronounce his name, it looks like he probably, he may win, but I don't know for sure. Another performance is very physical and dedicated. A very dedicated performance is Bradley Cooper in Maestro, who I heard he trained for 6 years to learn to be a conductor. He also intensely researched Leonard Bernstein, hung out with his family members, got Carey Mulligan to do the same, who she's also going to be nominated, or she's nominated for Best Actress. So there's a good chance that Bradley, and I would probably put my money probably on Cooper for this year. He's a 9-time Academy Award nominee, so it's like 9 times. This is his 10th nomination. So there's a good chance it may go to Bradley Cooper. Now, another surprising character performance, I'm going to talk about the 2 comedy ones last, but is Coleman Domingo, who he was in Rustin, and that is about a gay rights activist that was kicked out of Martin Luther King Circle, and was working with Martin Luther King as a peace activist. And it was also produced by Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, and it looks like a pretty outstanding performance. Also, from watching all the trailers this afternoon, I would say that his performance stuck out the most, and that's Coleman Domingo. Don't know a lot about him, as I know that he worked with Spike Lee, and it looks like a very, very good performance when it comes to a character performance. Right up there with like Leonard Bernstein. Leonard Bernstein, his performance, with Bradley Cooper, it looks very character-based. You know, this guy was in makeup for like 6 hours or something like that. Bradley Cooper would be in makeup like at 1 o'clock in the morning. So both those performances are very based in character. That'd be the Coleman Domingo and Bradley Cooper. Now we're going to talk about the 2 comedy ones. Now, about comedy, they usually don't get it for the Oscar. Sadly enough, they usually don't. Now, sometimes they do. You know, we've got one, I think, I want to say there was a winner in As Good As It Gets, Jack Nicholson. The guy worked in Talk Soup, Craig Kinnear, and he actually did win, and that was a comic role. So I think it was Best Supporting, but regardless, comedies do sometimes win. And so I would say the least likely, and I'm just saying, looking at all 5 nominees, Jeffrey Wright, you know, who's a phenomenal actor. You know, he was in Bosquet. This American Fiction looks like an incredible story, and I think because the story is so incredible, and he fit right into the character that they gave him, you know, that nominee. You know, he also should have won for Bosquet a long time ago. So I'm surprised to even see Jeffrey Wright's name up there. This is a surprising year and a very tough one. It's going to be a very tough year. All these performances are incredible performances from what I've seen by the trailers. Remember, I haven't seen any of the movies. I'm just watching the trailers. Now, surprisingly enough, Paul Giamatti is nominated, and if he does win, then that would be the upset, meaning that would be the underdog. And this would be on a comic performance for The Holdovers. I have seen some of it. It looks like an incredible performance, and I've always been a Paul Giamatti fan. I liked him in American Splendor. I talked about that on the vlog too. All right, so most likely probably Bradley Cooper or Cillian Murphy. It very well may be Oppenheimer all the way. We don't know yet. All right, so here we go. Wee, 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 hang in there, kitty, wee, wee, wee. I do this kind of like a breath exercise. Wee. Okay, we got through it. All right, that's all I'm going to say about the Academy Awards this time around. We're headed off to delivery. Looks like someone's shooting like a car commercial right there. All right, first delivery, 6:27, 4 minutes, 1.6 miles. All right, looks like the Modern Art Museum still has the Christmas lights going on. We're in late January. Maybe it's a winter thing. All right, so by the way, Modern Art Museum was designed by a guy named Tadeo Ando. Some Japanese. You can look right through the street right here, or down the street, you'll see the fair for half a second. Then Louis Kahn designed the Kimball that was put up first. And third was this one, which is the piano pavilion, Renzo piano. Well, it looks like the Cowtown stock show, or I guess you just call them the stock show, is still going on at the Dickies. Not as many cars this time. Still happening. decided to go ahead and buy each individual song from Joy Division's Unknown Pleasures. Instead of making the swipes, you know, the little 6 cents fake banana swipes at the Walmart, I'm just gonna do Apple Play. Just easier and less embarrassing. 12 songs will be about $17 and change. There's the Bull and Bush or something like that. Now you can see some of it right here. They're calling it the Carnival Midway. I don't know why, but that's the name that they're using for the fair. Carnival Midway. That's what it says online. I don't know if that's what it says when you go up there to buy a ticket. It probably doesn't. It probably just says fair. But it's $17 for parking. I don't know the admittance to get into the fair, but it's right next to all the museums. So if you like museums and carnivals, then this would be the place to probably go around, you know, end of January. All right, 7:06, 7 minutes, 3.2 miles, next delivery. And there is the skyline of Fort Worth, Trinity River, and we've got 4 go-karters on the track. Looks like they're doing a pretty good job there. Go-karting around at the Rockwood, right by the mini golf. All right, let's see how the go-karts are going tonight. And there is the purple light. Well, they have a series of entrances. These are all the Kellys. And man, there's like 3 or 4 or 5 entrances just to get into these. It's a massive apartment complex. And they're fairly new, or they look new at least. These are the ones that overlook the drive-in movie theater, if you're from Fort Worth. So it was the last building on the left. Great at something, right?
Yeah. Have a good night.
You too. Have a good night. So these are known as the Kellys. Yep. That's the drive-in. Well, it looks like it's going to be the Hyatt. I thought it was the Drover, or whatever that is over there. There it is. That's the Hyatt right there. That one's the Drover, or whatever it's called. The Drover, yeah, that's the Drover. That's the Hyatt. This is right at the Exchange. They're called the Stockyard Exchange, or just short for Stockyards. We're all the way from California. Craving left unsatisfied. Let's look at the placer. Oh, these are really nice. That'd be cool to do like hotel vlogs. That'd be really cool. And this is the world of Hyatt. Obviously, that's New York City. Here's a little QR. Pretty cool. Looks like this Hyatt place right here on the stock exchange. They have a pool. It's not too bad. All right, next delivery is 8:05 arrival. 12 minutes, 4.5 miles. And this is kind of the hotel area of the Fort Worth Stockyards. There's two major hotels. The Hyatt, the one right here. We just left. I guess I have to go like this. That's the part of the Hyatt, and that's the Drover right there. The Hyatt was really nice. I don't know what the Drover's like. I've only been on the outside of it. Mule Alley is that way. That's the entrance to the Hotel Drover. Probably pretty nice too. They're probably both really nice. And then we'll see the Hyatt right here. This one we were just in. It's pretty nice. They have these like little look like lanterns or something outside the rooms. Kind of gives it like the old country feel. I'm sure the Drover is similar. The thing about Fort Worth Stock Exchange is everything's going to be very old school Western. You could probably easily film like a Western here without doing a whole lot of, you know, decoration on top of modern stuff. You may have to do a little bit, but you could easily probably film a Western here. There's just a lot of old, like these kinds of things. That down there is, you know, it'd be expensive though because you have to zone, you know, but it could be done. Of course, the buildings and stuff like that are still here, but some of the old brick roads and stuff like that are still there, and you could probably do like little scenes, you know, like little tiny scenes, and probably make it look somewhat real for like an old Western town. Certain angles and stuff depending on how you capture things, especially like the central part of the stockyards. And there's a lot of cattle stuff too. Or maybe you could do a modern day Western, you know? Probably do that too. You don't have to do the historic Western, but you could do that as well, maybe. All right, here comes the four horses. I like that new, I like that Joy Division song where he goes, I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. I remember when we were young. Something of that nature. I'm not afraid anymore. So it's the Joy Division song where he goes, I'm not afraid anymore. I keep my eyes on the door. I remember when we were young. Anyway, I don't know, for some reason I like it. What's cool about it is these laser sounds come in. It just comes in for a moment. He kind of sings over it. It also has a weird opening where it sounds like a gate opening, it sounds like the gate, some kind of gate, like metal gates opening. It's a really cool little song. It's kind of got some like same signature rhythm kind of thing. All right, next delivery is 8:27, 4 minutes, 2 minutes. 4 miles, 2 minutes. Probably that one. All right, 8:51 arrival, 4 minutes, 2.1 mile. Hi. It's like a little slight annoyance, yeah. Every little bit counts. Yeah, well, I'm sure the dog is secretly friendly. All right, next delivery is 9:20, arrival 7 minutes, 2.7 miles.